Hello, everybody. Hello. Sitting on my, I was sitting on my little earbuds here. Let me get one in. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Fun BSO BOS second live stream. How you doing, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good night. I want to give it a couple seconds here and see if anybody jumps on with us live before I start. If you're out there, say hello. Right now, it's indicating that I don't have any viewers, so we're gonna give it a second here to get everybody. Oh, I have one viewer. Okay, here we go. Hello, viewer. And like I said, this is my this is my second live stream on my Disney Fun channel. I'm still on my old computer. It's a 2012 MacBook Pro, but I've been trying to figure it out how to live stream here. I did want to tell everybody I got a new computer sitting right over here. Show everybody. I went and picked it up. MacBook Pro. Put it upside down. Badass. So once I unbox this thing and learn how to use it, I'm sure my live streams will get a lot better. But I wanted to start off this live stream by, of course, talking about our mutual friend, Charlie. I have some notes here. He, that most recent video he did of the guy Tony in the bar, it's a great video. It's called The World's Most Chillest Man. And let me see, I've been practicing trying to go be able to play video on my live stream here. So let's test it out here. This is going to be the first one. It's World's Most Chillest Man when Charlie was reacting to this video the other day. Okay. And I have to start it first. Here we go. Put it on my screen. And I will get a lot better at this as time goes on. But here we go. So this should allow this video to come up here and for all us to hear it. It was Charlie doing a reaction to this World's Most Chillest Man. His name was Tony, and he was in a bar up north, and a guy came in to rob them. And 2019. Yeah. You sure do. I love how chill he is. I have to stop this video for 1 second and say Charlie is so awesome at this. I love watching his reaction videos and his wordplay and his mannerisms and stuff. He is really funny. And I want to stop the video right here. Charlie was trying to figure out what Tony, who is the second man from the bottom, sitting down, looking at his phone right now, says, as soon as he looks over his shoulder to the right, he looks at the robber coming to the bar to try to rob everybody. He looks right at the guy standing next to him and says, "Fuck this guy." You can see it plain as day. And he acts. Tony not only walks the walk or talks the talk, he walks the walk. He really was like, "Fuck this guy. I ain't paying attention to him at all." So here it is. I'm going to play it and watch Tony mouth to the guy right next to him, "Fuck this guy." Or, excuse me, he says, "Fuck him." Let's back it up again. He looks right at the guy standing next to him when he notices the guy, and and Tony looks at the gentleman next to him and says, "Fuck him." I love it. Fuck him. That's classic. Look how cool this guy is. Mm. I love this video. I'm glad Charlie did a reaction video. Like I said, I think that was back in 2000, shoot, 19, I think they said. Supposed to do that. And yeah, let me read some of the comments here. We can hear your audio. We can't hear your audio, sadly. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm going to try to fix this. Okay. What's up, bro? Uh, I'm from Charlie and I saw you. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still practicing. I knew that that video was having trouble. I had to turn the audio up, but I just want to say Charlie is an awesome guy. I love watching his reaction videos, and I'm going to try to get a little bit better. But thank you for telling me we can't hear the audio. Okay. Well, I'm practice on some other videos, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see the audio on these next ones that I'm going to show. Before we move ahead, I want to also talk about one other website. Sure, everybody's familiar with them. What are they called? Um, Meat Canyon. Meat Canyon, man, they have some crazy videos. Someone's saying I'm much better at streaming. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Charlie's a great guy. But anyways, this Meat Canyon site, they just make these crazy videos. And I saw one video recently, caught my eye. I've watched the one of the Chick-fil-A girl, which is hilarious, and the Steve Harvey one is hilarious. Go check them out if you've never checked it out. It's Meat Canyon. I will leave a link in the description. I'm sure you all know who it is. But anyways, they did a small video promoting their merch, and in the video they were showing other streamers, and they showed Charlie. And I want to see if I can get this one up here. Let me see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want to show you this picture of Charlie. It's hilarious. Here it is. And this is from the video Meat Canyon. There's no audio with this. It's just a picture of him. Let's see if I can get this to work. And there it is. That's hilarious. That's Meat Canyon's screenshot of a video where they let Charlie. I didn't know if they would allow me to play the video, so I just took a screenshot of it. But look how they made Charlie all buffed out and everything. I know Charlie's been on the internet a long time, and I guess he started taking his health or his appearance serious and started working out. And I thought that was a great illustration of Charlie. It looks just like him with his hat, his hair. And I don't know when this is, but look how muscular they make him. I've seen Charlie in some videos showing his muscles off recently, so he obviously works out. I wanted to show everybody that real quick. So let me see if I can learn how to do this. And now go back to the live stream. Hey, I'm getting this shit down. All right. So I had a list of stuff here that I wanted to talk about. Talked about Charlie in that most recent reaction video and the Meat Canyon illustration of Charlie. And let's see what's on my list here. Oh, has I wanted to do a what they call on the internet a tier list or a best. I would call it a best of list. And I love dogs, man. I'm a big dog fan, and I love cats too. I love all animals. But I've made a list of what I feel are the funniest or my top internet top dogs, let's call it. And I've gotten some videos ready, lined up to do. And so I made a list of five dogs. We're not going to make it too long because I'm still learning here, but let's see if I can get to the one that I like. Um, I don't think I have them in order here. I might. Okay. So the first one I want to talk about is right here. Okay. And his name is Boo. Okay. So starting off my best of dogs on the internet, um, my top five. We're going to start off with this little doggy named Boo. And it's just, there's no audio to this. It's just a picture of Boo. And let me see if I can get him up here. Everybody knows Boo is, right? Look how cute he is. That's Boo. He has a unbelievable amount of subscribers on Facebook. God, I forget what it was. I should have wrote it down. Millions, though. And it's him and this other little dog, and they dress up, and their owner posts pictures of them. And I'm going to put him at five as the most famous top dog on the internet. Okay. So my next one on the list here is audio, and I hope you guys are able to hear this. And this dog's name is Mercury, and Mercury is a cool dog. Mercury sings and plays the piano at the same time, and I've got a video of Mercury singing with his little sister. That's not the one. Hold on, everybody. And let's see now. I can't find it. That worked out really well, didn't it? Here it is. Oh, there, Buddy. Yeah, I'm sorry. His name is Buddy Mercury. And let's see if I can get it up on the screen here. And I hope you guys are going to be able to hear this. Here it is. So there it is. There's Buddy's little sister, and she's dancing and singing along. And there's Buddy over there. And this encourages Buddy to do his thing. So let's check it out. I love that video. I hope y'all can hear that. That's a classic video. Classic, classic, classic. That's Buddy. I'm going to put him at number 4 on my most famous internet dogs. Okay. So let me see here. Number 3. Number 3, I've got one that I really love, and his name is Caruso. I would say Caruso is the third uh, top dog on my list of most famous internet dogs, or however you want to say it. Let's see here if I can get this one going. Okay, and allow it first. Here's a video that I love. It's the one I love the most of Caruso. It's Caruso as Spider-Man. Allow, there it is. And like, there it is. Ah, think of the production that goes into making this. I see there's some post production going on, but I'll have to look up what Five Nights at Freddy is, dude. Yeah, he was on the Empire State Building. I got to turn my audio down. Can everybody tell me, are they hearing the audio on the videos I'm playing here now? Is this working out a little bit better? I hope so. Could somebody give me a thumbs up? That would be really cool. Okay, there's that one. We're gonna put Crusoe at number 3 most famous. It's just a bit quiet. Okay, everybody, I'll try to adjust that. Okay, and I know how to adjust that, but I'm gonna leave it like it is for right now. Um, I'm wearing an earplug and it's super loud on my end. But anyways, that's Crusoe. He's number 3 on my list of most famous internet dogs. Let me see here. Now I close this and it goes back to that. Okay, I can see that we're losing some viewers, but I don't care. There's still 2 or 3 of you on here, so I'm going to keep going. And if there was just one, I would keep doing this. So I'm going to get better at this as time goes on. But number 2 on my list of famous internet dogs, I love this dog. His name is Doug the Pug. Doug the Pug. And you've probably seen this video before. It's the one where Doug the Pug does a remake of Jurassic Park. So let's get this up here. Wow. And play. Gotta close these other windows, dude. I got too many windows going on here. Okay. Here's Doug the Pug. That is an old classic right there. Doug the Pug. That's a good one, huh? I'm going to put Doug the Pug as number 2 on my oh, I found a faster way to close those windows. Cool. So, listen, drum roll. My number 1 world's most famous internet dog by far, if you ask me, is Walter Jeffrey. The guy, he's a French bulldog who just he has this greatest. What he does is he gets all emotional and he melts down basically and just starts this funny barking that sounds like he's a crying baby. Okay, uh, Samus is heading off. Thank you, brother, for watching. Okay. But I'm going to play the one video that I love of Walter Jeffrey right now. Oh, here he is. Let's get this up on the screen. Walter Jeffrey. The guy has so many. Can you see him on my screen? Yes, you can. Okay, so now let's start the video. This is the meltdown that Walter Jeffrey has in the car. It's one of the first videos I ever saw of him, and it's probably from like 10 years ago. I love that clip. Uh, I like Walter Jeffrey's owner too a lot. She's really cool. She has some funny things to say to Walter whenever he has a meltdown in public or sometimes it's in their house or in their car and that's a great video if you want to check it out. So there's my number 1 world's best internet famous dog, Walter Jeffrey. I'll put links in the description. Everybody knows where to find these dogs, but I thought I'd try to do a top tier list. I will get better at that. I promise. Listen, there's only one person left, and I left the best part for last. Everybody, I'm going to be doing I didn't want to talk about it on this live stream because I want to get uh, a hat that'll add to the story. But everybody, I was an extra in the movie Caddyshack. So let me see if I can get because some of you are not maybe might not be familiar with the movie Caddyshack because it's an older movie. But I got some pictures I thought I'd posted of it. Here it is. Okay. I got to open it up. And here is the movie poster for Caddyshack. And I'll give you a short synopsis of what happened, how I got to be an extra in this movie. It's a great story. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. So, yeah, as I said on my live stream before, yeah, it made me think of when Charlie said he was in Hunger Games. To mention this is, my little 5 minutes or 15 minutes of in the movies, but I was on an extra on the movie Caddyshack, and I mean, if you could hand pick any movie from, if you're my age, if there's any movie that you could hand pick to be an extra in, let me tell you something, it would be Caddyshack because Caddyshack is a classic. They play it all the time on the TV. Um, I mean, I see it almost every week, and it was such a great time in my life. I'm going to give you a short version of it, but I'm going to do a whole live stream on and go way more into detail. But basically, I lived grew up in South Florida, and it was 1979. I was in 12th grade high school. It was December or January 1979, just about to turn 1980 in South Florida. So you could imagine what all was going on there. And my mom lived, back of her house was bordering what was called Rolling Hills Country Club. It's where they actually shot like 90% of Caddyshack. Some of it was shot out in California. A lot of people don't know that, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to give you my part of it. And I'll never forget. We used to go over to the golf course after school and cause trouble. And there were rumors that they were going to be shooting a movie there. So we were interested as 17-year-old kids. I was with my friend Keith Warner, and we were doing some things that we thought we were going to get in trouble for. I'm not going to get into that. I'll leave those for the long version live stream. Um, but I see this golf cart coming right at us, and I'm saying to my friend, "Shit, we're in trouble, dude. We got to go." And as the golf cart started getting closer and closer, I recognized that it was Harold Ramis. I recognized him. He was in Stripes. Of course, he's in Ghostbusters, was driving this golf cart. I recognized him from Saturday Night Live because I was a big Saturday Night Live fan. And as he got closer, uh, I said, "That's not the security guard that usually yells at us to get off the golf course. That's the somebody else." So as the dude got closer, and he looked young, he looked cool. He said to me and my friend, "Hey, you guys want to be extras on the movie?" And we looked at each other, and I was like, "Sure." So that was the first day we were an extra on the movie, and I stayed for the next week. But I'm going to save the real good stories and go into detail about skipping school for 1 week to hang out on the movie Caddyshack with Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, Ted Knight, and Rodney Dangerfield. It was just classic. And I have the hat that I wore. Let me see. I want to shut this for 1 second. And I got a picture of it. I have a hat. Each day when they would, you would show up in the morning. They give you a shirt and a hat to wear and tell you, "Hey, go stand over there," in the background. I did get offered a small part in the movie Caddyshack, but I'm going to save that story when I have my hat in my hand to show everybody. Here's what hat looks like. That is, I forget this actor's name, Michael. God, what was his name? But that's Chevy Chase. But the guy on the right with that hat, he was the head caddy in the movie. I have that hat. I have that exact hat that I wore in the movie. You were supposed to turn them in at the end of the day, but nobody turned them in, and they started running out of hats at the end of the week, and I still have it. It's in a warehouse about a 2-hour drive for me, but I wanted to get that hat and be able to say, "Here's the hat that I wore in the movie Caddyshack," before I go into real stories about, the scene that I almost ended up in, and of course the parties. Caddyshack is legendary, is known for major league parties after the shoots. I mean, there's books written on it, and I was there. Okay, so I don't really party and tell too much on the internet, but I will give you a good little story about partying with all the actors, when the shooting stopped at night, they all were staying on the little. They had little dorm rooms on the golf course that I think they used to rent out to people on vacation. I mean, it was incredible partying. Late 70s, South Florida. I think I said enough there. So I'll go into more detail when I have the hat in front of me. And also, like I said, what happened to me when I went back to school and stuff. Let me just say though, so there's a little preview for what my next uh, live stream is going to be about. So, and again, I did get that from Charlie talking about being an extra on the Hunger Games. Charlie actually auditioned for that, or uh, saw a post saying, you could audition. So he went. I just got picked by the director because we were standing there and they needed people in the background. But that's it. Let's see what else is on my list here. Uh, I am going to do a tier list of famous cats because I love cats, but we're going to save that for another time. And I did want to talk to everybody about how about that hurricane that just went through our tropical storm. I'm in Florida. I born and raised in South Florida. I've said it many times. I went through Andrew, one of the worst hurricanes ever. I know there was the bad hurricane in the hit New Orleans, but in I'll never forget Andrew. I mean, it was you could look it up. It wiped out South Florida. And I'll never just give you a short little quick synopsis about that. I was used to race supercross. I was not that good, but I was on the other side of the state, and I remember them saying, "Man, you got to get home. This hurricane's coming, right at us." And I was like, "No, it's not headed right at us." And then all of a sudden, yes, it was. It was coming right in at Hollywood, Florida, and I lived about 5 miles directly west of Hollywood, Florida, and lost my power. And the next thing I know, I wake up in the morning. Well, I had to go to sleep. The hurricane had hit my house, took my roof off, and the next thing I heard was it wasn't even a direct hit. It actually went down south and hit Homestead. But this last little tropical storm that went through, what was it called? Debbie. That was nothing, man. I'm on the East Coast now, a little bit higher in the state, and we just got some wind and rain. But I did see that it went in the Panhandle and caused some trouble. And anybody, hey, is anybody watching the Olympics? The Olympics is kind of cool. It's like you always forget how cool it is because it's only every 4 years. Well, every used to be every 4 years they did the summer and the Winter Olympics, but now they broke it up where it's the Winter Olympics and then 2 years later it's the Summer Olympics, and they leapfrog each other like that. But I've been watching the Olympics, and I'll tell you, I'm getting into it, man. USA, and it's cool. But there was two things I want to talk about the Olympics. Did anybody see Snoop Dogg on the Olympics? It's great. It's worth viewing. I'm trying to read what somebody has wrote here. Yeah, you've been watching the boxing, cool, and the shooting, and but dude, Snoop Dogg is doing commentary at the Olympics, and I'm not kidding. They also have some people from Saturday Night Live over. So, could you imagine back in the day if they did the early cast of Saturday Night Live, allowed them to do things at the Olympics? Could you imagine Bill Murray or John Belushi? They would have to have their finger on the edit button because it would. But they were able to bring some of the cast members from Hello Mothman from the new current Saturday Night Live. I saw the one guy that does the God, what is this? Colin Jost was doing the surfing. The surfing was real cool. And the other thing I want to talk about the Olympics, this is going to be the first year that they have breakdancing. Can you imagine back in the day? Oh, breakdancing is going to be an Olympic sport someday. I mean, it's just nuts. And yeah, it's true. And it's coming up either tonight or tomorrow night. I can't wait to see how they pull this off. Where let me close this picture about Cat Jack. Where what kind of music they're going to be playing? Are they going to get the rights to play Beastie Boys or some real cool old school breakdancing music? Or how are they going to do this? And then how are they going to judge it? It's it's going to be people in the audience all you know, gangstered out and hip hopped out. Oh man, it's I can't wait to see what's going on, you know. But I love the Olympics now. I'm getting into it, and same thing last year or the 2 years ago, the winter, and the 2 years before that, the last summer. By the time I start getting into it, it ends because it's only 2 weeks. Like about the second week, I start getting into it, and then I watch it for the last week, and then it goes away. But there's one thing about the Olympics I want to say that's awesome. It's hold me over till football season. I am a huge football fanatic. Is there anybody out there? I see I have people watching right now. Anybody like the NFL? Tonight was the first NFL preseason games. Who was it? It was the Giants played, I know, and the Patriots, I think, played the Jacksonville or Carolina. God, I can't remember. Let me see here. I can put on ESPN and find out. But I did watch a little bit of it. Play ESPN, and it was so boring. It was absolutely boring. Um, I watch it though because I just like to see people hit each other wearing NFL helmets and hitting each other. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Uh, so yeah, I saw it was the Giants were playing. They were real snorers. Your stepdad is an NFL fan, so I bet he's getting excited about it. I want to see who played here. I just turned on ESPN. There's a Little League baseball going on. There's another thing I'll talk about. I live right behind a baseball field. The Washington Nationals used to play there. Now it's just a softball and Little League teams. It's not the big stuff like you see on ESPN, but they have some real cool tournaments going on there, and they go all night. They'll go to 3, 4 in the morning. So I'll do a live stream and show you that one day. But I'm waiting for the scores, the NFL scores, to come on here. Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot there. Somebody just said it's a really cool vibe on this stream. I appreciate that. I'm waiting for the scores to come up for the NFL. But anyway, so like my Dolphins, I'm a huge Dolphin fan. They play tomorrow night, and I can't wait. I always, get so excited to watch it because it's the first NFL game, but it's preseason. After 5 minutes, you're like, oh my God, this is just practice boring. And one thing I used to hate about that when I was fortunate enough to have, here it is the Lions and the Giants. Sorry to interrupt here, everybody. Let me back that up there for a second. Tonight was the Panthers. It was Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots played. And the score was, let me get it back here one more time. I backed it up a little too far. Blah, blah, blah. It was a really weak score. Here it goes. It was the Panthers 3 and the Patriots 17. It was boring. It was really boring, man. And then I jumped over to the other game that was the Lions, who I love Detroit, and the New York Giants. I have a lot of Giant fans. Friends that are fans of the Giants, and that score was 14 to something. It just went away. But here it is again. I'll give the exact score so we're good here. Lions 3, Giants 14. It was super boring, man. I had to turn it off. But I'll watch the game tomorrow night. One thing I used to be pissed off about when I had season tickets, I was lucky enough to have season tickets. They're very expensive. They charge you the same amount of money for a preseason game as they do as the regular season games. It was BS. I used to go to practice though, to practice tailgating and just have something to do. But they shouldn't charge the same amount for a preseason game as they do a regular season game. It just was a ripoff. But anyways, I'm excited about the NFL season, as you can tell. So what else is on my list here? Yeah, just like one more topic I want to talk about. We've been already going on 35 minutes here. I don't want it to go on too long. I want to right now say to everybody, I've had 3 and 5 people viewing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm going to get a lot better at these live streams. I'm going to do live streams from Disney World, and I go to a lot of cool places. As you can see, I'm up there in age, so I do work, but I still trying to get in as much fun here. Not the end of my life, but you know what I'm saying. Just have as much fun as I can while I'm still on this earth. Let's say it that way. And I got a new camera. um, a little. It's called a Osmos DJI 3 camera. Um, of course, I financed it out because it was a little expensive, but I'm going to use that to do my live stream remotes. And just like I told everybody else, I've got this new MacBook Pro. Um, I put it on Apple Card and financed it out over 12 months because I ain't got the money to buy these computers. The computer I'm on right now is 12 years old. It's a 2012. So not all the applications work as good as they will on the new computer. And the reason why I got the computer I did, I bought the MacBook Pro 14. It was the top 14-inch MacBook Pro you can get, but the payment was 199 a month. That's what I could afford, so that's what I got. Um, cool, cool. Somebody saying they saw my video. It was recommended from Moist Critical, and they subscribed. Thank you. It's very hard for me to read that text with unless I go real up close like this, and you don't want me doing that. But there's one last subject I want to talk about. As everybody knows, my channel is named Disney Fun, and I'm not going to tell the story of I did the video on the country bear catching on fire, and Charlie played it uh, on his one of his live streams, and that's how everybody got sent to my channel. And man, I'm just so grateful of that. But I want to talk about last thing I want to talk about tonight is Disney World. They have a new it's a Disney drone show. It's called, and it's at Disney Springs. Thank you, Adeline. I can't read your first name, Connie. Adeline. Thank you for saying my videos are good. Thank you. But Disney drone show, and it's at Disney Springs. And I have a couple pictures of it. I want to show everybody. I will do a live stream from there once I figure out my new camera and stuff. You know, some of these stuff take me a long time to figure out. I'm the kind of person I like to read the instructions and practice with them before I try to go. So give me some time on that. But here it is. It's the Disney. What do they call it? Let me punch it up here. If I told you how long it took me just to learn how to do this, um, just to get a picture on my screen. There it is. You wouldn't believe it. It's Disney's Dreams That Soar, and it's an actual drone show. And if you ever seen a drone show, they are so cool. They are replacing fireworks shows where I live now because everybody's all fireworks are no good for the animals and blah blah blah. But that's not true. Fireworks will never go away. But I think they'll start to incorporate drones in with fireworks, and Disney's the first one to do a real good. And I think Universal has done one too. But let me see if I can put up another cool picture that I downloaded. Um, Not that one. This one right here. Let me see. I put both of them up, so I'll show them both to you real quick. I think get this one. Nope. No, that's not the one. Don't allow. Sorry, folks. I'm really trying to figure out how to do this. Let me close that. And here it is. Okay. Here's the one I wanted to show everybody. This is an actual photo of the drone show, and it happens at there it is, and it happens at Disney Springs. And like I said, I'm excited to see it. I love anything new that they play at Disney, but you can see they do what is that, a transformer there, and I want to show you one other one. I don't know what the heck it is, but yeah, it looks like I know what it is now. Let me punch it up first, and then we'll look at it together. And God, what is the name of that movie? Up. I think it's from the movie Up. And come on, here it is. At first, I didn't know what that was. I was like, "What is that? A house with a tree?" No, that's the house from Up in the balloon. So Disney. I'm a big Disney fan. Cool, Justin. So am I. The retro stuff, man. You got to go on my channel and see. I have some uh, videos that I've been shooting well before there were camera phones. I used to have cameras. I like buying all that type stuff from uh God, I have one video up there where I'm actually riding in the front of the monorail. That's me shooting that video. Um, they used to let you ride in the front of the monorails, believe it or not, the cap. the driver's part. It's, this program called. Okay, thank you. Someone just told me Streamlab. Very easy to use. I will look into that. Thank you very much. Right now, I'm on YouTube's stream, and I'm just trying to figure all this out. I tried doing OBS, which I use to make my other videos, but man, it just the app was not connecting with the YouTube, and hopefully my new computer will take care of that problem. I think it's just my old computer doesn't have enough power to run that app. Show it on there. Okay, someone's asking me, what's my favorite Disney live action movie? Man, I like the new Jungle Book. Man, I like them all. The Haunted Mansion, the Jungle Cruise one. I like them all, man. I'm not a big movie guy. I'll watch them just so that one time I don't watch them over and over again like I watch classic 80s movies. But I like to watch them so that I have reference for when I go to Disney World. I can see that they're trying, what I do want to talk about one ride I just went on. Last time I went to Disney World, I went opening day of the Country Bear Jamboree. And it was opening day for Country Bear Jamboree, and I hadn't been on Tanya's uh, uh, Bayou Adventure yet, or Tron. And let me tell you something, Tron is awesome. Have I used StreamYard? No, but I'm going to save all these notes and try them. But I went on Tron for the first time. It was like about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's incredible, man. It's right next to Space Mountain, and it's a building, but it's open. So the roller coaster actually, you can see it when you're outside, but you feel like you're inside because it's covered roof. You'll see it. I'll make some videos of that, and to give us more stuff to talk about on a live stream. But uh, I don't even know how to say it right. The Bayou Adventure one, Triana, I think it is. I know that's about a new movie. God, what's the name of that movie? Somebody help me out. I have not seen that movie yet, but I went on the ride, and it was pretty cool. It's the old Splash Mountain, which of course was based on the movie Song of the South, which is a classic Disney with Bear Rabbit and all those characters. And for whatever reason, somebody got offended and they switched it out to this new theme. And I liked it. It was cool. It just, I hadn't seen the movie. So it was Princess and the Frog. Thank you. That's what's cool about the internet. The Princess and the Frog movie. And what's the girl that's in the movie's name? Triana, I think. Am I saying that right? And I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name, but it's Tiana. Thank you very much. I thought there was an R in there somewhere. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Thank you. Someone is helping me out there. I got to say something too. I see Charlie doing his some of his videos. He has a lot of people behind the scenes looking stuff up, working the cameras, and all he has to do is concentrate on talking, and he does a great job at it. I'm a one-man show here, so I'm trying to do all this. So, Samus, thank you, Mr. Miner, for Googling that stuff real quick. It definitely added to the show. So listen, everybody, 45 minutes almost here. I'm going to wrap this up. And I have some other things on my list I wanted to talk about, smoking cigarettes. We'll leave that for next time. What else is on my list here? I tell you what, I'll leave this stuff. I'm going to do a top kitties on the internet next time. I hope everybody enjoyed my my top tier of internet dogs tier list. I meant to say, I call it a best of list. And I'm just trying to read my notes here. I tried to make some notes before I went live here. And I will definitely do a whole live stream, which will probably take about 45 minutes to an hour on just Caddyshack. I'm probably going to do it next. I have to drive about 2 hours to a warehouse. I have a lot of stuff in a warehouse stored away that I put away before I came over here and started taking care of my mom. And I have to empty it out. And I tell you what, it'll be good if I start emptying it out, because I have a massive toy collection, massive. I'm old, so and I didn't have any kids, so I was able to spend money on stuff like that. My girl made a lot of money, and I made not a lot of money. We both worked hard. We both worked very hard, and I have a massive toy collection, but it's in storage right now because I had to put everything in storage and come over where I live now to help my elderly mother who recently passed. I've told everybody I don't want to bring everybody down, keep mentioning that, but just giving you a little background about myself. So when I empty that warehouse out, I'll be able to get the hat from Caddyshack, my toy collection, and I have a bunch of Halloween and Christmas decorations that are old school, and I'll make videos of that stuff. So I hope everybody likes it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I miss my mom dearly. She just passed in uh, January of this year, and I was her caregiver for 5 years, and I built some great memories with her. The reason why I'm on the internet a lot more now is because my caregiver duties are over. I mean, being a caregiver for my mom, she had real bad dementia. Um, it was a 24-hour, 7-day a week job, and I had no time to do anything but take care of her. And I'm not complaining. I would do it over a million times again, but this is she's in heaven now, which freed up a lot of time for me to start my internet career again. I was on YouTube big before that, but we won't get into that. And then I had to put it on the back burner and family first, man. I love my mom. And if everybody will give me 1 second, I'll see if I can find a picture of her real quick. But I showed a picture on my last stream. But someone warned me too about I can't be giving away all this personal information. That unfortunately, there's some people out there. But I don't. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to show you a picture of my mom real quick if you'll hold on. Let me see here. Okay, so close that and internet stuff. Let me see if I can find a picture of her real quick. She was a sweetheart. I have one picture of her in front of the Magic King of in front of well, here's one of her. This is from about 20 years ago. This is how long we've been going to Disney World. Um, let me see here. Here's one that I brought her to to the uh, to Disney World for their Merry Christmas. There's a picture of my mom right there. Anyways, her name is Peggy. She's in heaven now, and she used to go to Disney World with me all the time. And I have some better pictures of her, but it would take too long for me to get them up. But that's from about 20 or 25 years ago. So, anyways, I want to thank everybody for checking out my second live stream. I'm going to play it back. I'll watch the whole thing over again and check out the volumes and try to get the volumes better on the videos. Thank you very much. She was very wonderful. Mr. Miner, Samus, I want to ask you a question. How was the audio? I know the first video that I played of Charlie's actual stream, everybody said it was real low. How was the audio on the other videos that I played of the dogs? Could you guys hear all that? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna play it back. Don't give up. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. I enjoy this too much. And like I said, I put a little bit of money into a new computer. I did buy this microphone about a year ago. When I do my other videos that you guys see, I sit right here and I do it. What else? I'm gonna buy a second monitor. Someone helped me out with that. Oh, there wasn't. There was no audio. Okay, man. Well, I'm gonna try to figure that out. That's why I was trying to do it on OBS or the somebody mentioned here StreamYard, and I'll read it back. Streamlab, I think it was called. I'll check them all out. I'll figure out which one works. I think they're not working because my computer's just so old. It doesn't. That's what the problem was. I was finding that some of the apps recently just were not working on my computer, and that's when you know your computer is too old. So I got the new computer. Give me some time to unbox it and set it up. I want to actually do an unboxing video, so that takes me a little while. I'm going to read some of these last comments here. There was no audio. Okay. Thank you for pronouncing. Okay. Okay. Samus Miner. Yasi said, give it, he thanked me for giving him a shout out. Oh, thank you. Kristen is saying, thank you for sharing the stories about Caddyshack. Man, wait till I do the whole show. I mean, I've got some great stories that when I tell them, you'll understand why I really haven't shared them. But it's been so long. I don't think anybody cares anymore. I'm not gonna rat on anybody, but there was some heavy duty partying going on, and fun stuff though. Only fun stuff. So, um, and like I said, I could go into it right now, but man, I can't wait to say. And this was the hat I wore in the movie Caddyshack. It's classic. You know what? I will leave with one little quick part. Everybody who watches the stream on Caddyshack will hear all this repeated, but they actually paid you. We got $40 a day and lunch, and man, I'm gonna be able to show everybody. I'm gonna download it. The scene that I'm in, I'm this big in the background, but it's me. I'm telling you, it's me. I did have one scene that I was supposed to be with Bill Murray. I'm gonna leave that story for the live stream, but I wish I could tell you I'm the guy, blah blah blah, standing next to Bill Murray, but they cut it out of the movie. It ended up on the cutting room floor, and but I'm telling you, it'll take easily 45 to 45 minutes to an hour just to tell all the stories that I have lined up to tell everybody. But anyways, I want to thank everybody again who stayed on my whole stream here. It's been 50 minutes. I don't want to go too long and bore everybody. I'm going to try to do live streams once a week. We're going to try to shoot for Thursday night at 10 o'clock. I meant to be on at 10 o'clock, but I couldn't figure some stuff out that I had just learned last week. But just like everybody else, I'm super busy. Everybody just seems to be so busy nowadays. And what I taught myself last week, for some reason, I couldn't remember it. And but I finally did figure it out. And then I waited for about a half hour to get my thoughts together before I went live at 11. But I'm going to try to start doing Thursday at 10 if that works for everybody. And then I'm going to do another live stream. I have other channels. I'm sure you saw the BSO reaction review channel, where I review old Howard Stern videos. You'll like that if you want to check it out. I've recorded all those shows. That's not stuff I download. Those are on. I have all those videos from recording back in the '90s and stuff. And I'll tell you, I never thought when I was recording those videos, I said to myself, I love these videos. I watch them all the time. But if you would have said to me back then, in the future, there's going to be a thing called the internet. And on the internet is going to be this thing called YouTube. And you're going to be able to put your videos on YouTube. I'd be like, get out of here. What do you think? There's no way. This is just my personal library. But it's crazy how things worked out. So, anyways, everybody have a good night. Thank you again for checking out my second live stream. You know who it is. It's B.O.S. That's what I go by on the internet. I'll tell everybody outright my real name. It doesn't matter. My name is Robbie. Nice to meet everybody. And we will see everybody next Thursday at 10 o'clock. I tried to combine the two words there. Next Thursday at 10 o'clock. So until then, everybody, take it easy.